Good evening. I'm the Maven of the Eventide, and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade, Coteries of New York on vampire playthroughs.
Could you sound more disinterested? And a vampire playthrough.
I was trying to sound exotic and mysterious.
Well, you failed.
I guess I did.
I'm sorry. Please continue.
No, you ruined it now.
Welcome to Vampire the Masquerade's Coteries of New York. Whoa, here we go. Smash that like button.
Subscribe. With me tonight is...
Hey, DJ Paul here on the ones and twos Coteries of New York. New game load settings. Credits. Is it shadows? Okay. Hi, Paul's here.
All right. Now that we've started off like we always do.
It's going to be that kind of night.
Gwen True the Ventrue, night 14. Last we left, we had gone to see the Malkavian just because we could, because people told us we had time to fill, so we should do that. And I've also been told that we have time to fill to go see the Tremere and at least get that intro scene for the Tremere.
Okay.
But first, what I want to do is go see our stalker, because I'm intrigued about her, and we gave it some time, and now we're ready.
Okay.
Somebody's watching me, part 3. You've had enough of Adelaide, Davy. It's time to head for Elysium and confront her with Sophie by your side.
Nice. Senpai help.
Visiting Elysium with Sophie is always a humbling experience. She's connected, well-known, important. You're a nobody. You've always known this, of course, but it's especially apparent when you arrive with her. Everyone notices her, and she drinks it in like it's her birthright. That's a Toreador power, to be, noticed like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Adelaide Davies. Let's go say hello. You spot the woman Sophie is referring to. Adelaide, your stalker. Intense, disheveled, young-looking. A Malkavian, if you've understood correctly. As you approach, Adelaide smiles at you with a darting look of distaste towards Sophie. Don't worry, I don't judge people by the company they keep. That's sweet of you, darling. Let me say this straight. You can't keep doing what you've been doing. You have to leave my poor ward alone. Adelaide looks from Sophie to you and giggles.
I feel I'm in the place now. I'm in there. You've painted me a word picture.
She's like a witch now.
Like she needed to be more OTT.
No, it's probably more like a kawaii kind of giggle.
I mean, all those were really creepy, so either one passes.
Hell, Malkavians are creepy. It works, right? Yeah, we're in. Vampires. The sound must be rare in Elysium because it makes people glance toward you. I know she's making you do this. Don't worry, we'll be together again later. I already have someone. No, I hate that when a girl has to lie and say she has someone to get someone to offer back. You can just say no, thank you.
Let's give her a fake number.
I don't even want to be her friend. I guess this is the closest to no. I definitely don't want to date her. I'm not ready for a romantic relationship with you, Adelaide. Let's stay friends instead. That's fine. Don't worry. We can stay friends. Friends who kiss and watch Mad Men together.
I mean, Sophie's here, so you can probably be a little bit more bold.
Yeah. Stop pushing a love story on me. Oh, you're such a tease. But I get it. I can't wait. We are mortals. The years pass, but the feelings we have for each other are precious. You should know that I'll always be there somewhere.
Sophie, kill her, please.
Invisible in the night. Sophie chuckles as Adelaide walks away. I suppose that went as well as could be expected. It seems you have a guardian angel. Have fun. Oh, is Adelaide actually, like, competent at stuff? Like, can she actually...
I think she's just being facetious. Because you'll always have someone watching over you.
Yeah, but, like, is that useful to me?
No.
Look, can you see I'm hungry? Look at my edge of the screen here.
Oh, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, that means I'm getting hungry. As Sophie steps away to chat with her friends, you feel lonely. Surrounded by kindred, you're not sure anyone can really help you navigate this bizarre social environment.
Oh, well, that was fast. Oh, time to sleep.
All right, I hope I can eat, because I'm getting hungry.
Oh, Sophie will take care of you. She's got blood in the fridge.
A piece of paper is sticking out of your mailbox. It's a computer printout, a note, and a screenshot from Google Maps. It reads... Meet me at the indicated spot tomorrow at 10 p.m. I'll pick you up and we'll take it from there.
In what context?
The Anarchs, maybe?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
No signature. The place marked on the map is a lookout point near Pier 1, just next to the Brooklyn Bridge.
How tacky. They're going to buy Wicker.
You know Pier 1 went out of business, right?
Yeah, I did.
They can't hurt you anymore.
I know. It's like, I think we even went in there. It's like, oh, wow, everything's 70% off. I'm like, still don't want it.
You check the phone that Mia passed to you. No new messages, no missed calls. It's all a bit fishy, but there's only one way to find out who addressed this to you. Looks like tomorrow evening has been planned out for you. I hope it includes eating. Because my vampire tummy is hungry.
Me bloody in my tummy.
You go downstairs as soon as you wake up. One more glance at the phone, but no news from Mia. You take the car down to Brooklyn, park on Front Street, and approach the meeting spot cautiously. Hey, this is where we were
already
hanging out.
This is sort of pushing credulity. Vampires I can take, but finding a parking spot on Front Street, impossible.
And this is the same spot that I met Nosferatu guy when he was having his, like, moment, which is not this place that they're saying it is. They just use the same art for it.
Oh, okay. All right.
A figure of about Mia's size is standing there, dressed in an oversized jacket and looking out toward Manhattan. As you approach, you can hear her muttering something. It is true, but I do not think it true. If I do not think it true, then it cannot be true. And if it cannot be true, then...
Oh, street poetry.
Hey, Mia? Is that you? The woman turns around. It's not Mia. Whoever it is, you have never seen her before. She looks perfectly plain and unmemorable. It's not her. It's you. You are me, and I am you, and we are her. We are here.
I am the walrus.
You turn around. 3 men, all of them burly and threatening, approach you. One of them takes the lead.
So, you got the message. Oh, he's a vampy. I thought there were just going to be normal burly guys, and it's like, okay, no big deal.
No, he's got the glowy eyes.
Yeah.
Cut the crap. What is this about?
We're taking a trip, friend. The boss wants to meet you. Oh, don't drop names.
I mean, Torque is who I wanted to meet, so let's try with that.
Okay.
Oh, you mean Torque?
What? You gotta be shitting me. Torque ain't the boss of jack shit. I mean boss Callahan, you dumbass.
Crap. He's the one who we didn't want to meet.
Oh, I don't remember who that is yet.
He's the one who's, like, actually in charge, but Torque is the one who wants to take over, and that's who we were trying to get to.
Oh, okay. I suggest you get a move on. We got places to be.
The voice of the woman keeps creeping into your consciousness, the litany of gibberish ever present throughout this entire conversation. The man cracks his knuckles.
Or we can do it the hard way. Yes, 3 against 1.
But, like, you know, I'm here to be a vampire. I'm going to try my vampire powers.
Okay.
You're not going down without a fight. You rush the man and hit him, bracing for an unpleasant beating. A shriek fills your head. It's the woman. She's making you feel small and weak.
Oh, she's using her own little mind tricks.
The 2 men join in. Kicks, punches. You barely feel them. You fight back fiercely, land a few good hits. A baseball bat breaks on your shoulder. A poorly aimed stake scrapes your chest, slides off the rib cage, breaks on the pavement. Hey, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, you're lucking out.
The wailing of the woman drowns out everything until you can think of is that you need to make her shut up. She must obey. You're weak, bruised. They keep hitting you and hitting you and hitting you. You stop resisting.
Finally tenderized. Gonna be nice now? Stupid bitch. Load her on the boat, boys.
They drag you along. You want to resist, but they got you right where they want you. It will take a while for your blood to give you back the strength to fight.
Yeah, you're already hungry.
A rickety motorboat is waiting on the pier, and they throw you in. The engine starts. You're off to somewhere. It's hard to tell, especially after they throw a cloth bag over your head.
The indignity.
It takes 15 or so minutes to reach your destination, you think. The engine dies down and you are led on shore and then further up an incline and through some overgrowth. 10 more minutes walking, maybe, until a deep voice reaches your ears.
Vincent, my dear boy, why the hood over our guest's face? Well, boss, I thought... No. That will not do. How many times do I have to repeat myself, Vincent? You don't have to think. You have to listen and do what you're told. Yes? Yeah, boss. Well, take that ridiculous sack off her head, will you?
The hood comes off. The owner of the deep voice is a curious sight. Dressed in what can only be described as Victorian clothing, with a monocle and graying red hair.
Boy.
Is this Callahan? Where are we?
I have no idea. It's a viewpoint I do not know. Apologies for Vincent's unacceptable behavior. He can be a little thick sometimes. Isn't that right, Vincent?
I love him. He looks like, an old-timey man. It's great. We need more of those.
Yeah, boss. Sometimes. A little. I believe you already know who I am. Oh, snap.
You're boss, Callahan.
Right, you are, and I'm guessing you know my role in this city. I represent the Anarch movement, while I'm not quite sure what you represent. I have invited you here to find out.
The ducks have arrived.
Now, let me make myself perfectly clear. I am disappointed in you, truly disappointed, but I arranged this meeting to allow you to make amends. First, though, I need to make sure you understand what your infraction was. So, do you know why you're here?
Is it because I wanted to meet with Torque?
Yes. You're not stupid, so that's a nice change of pace.
Yeah, because Sophie told me not to mention her at any cost.
Right.
Yeah.
Torque is the reason you're here. Or that little angry strumpet of his, I'm told. Yes? Mia? Oh, how I'd love to get my hands on her gaunt neck and wring it until it breaks. But see, I'm a statesman, and that's not the prudent thing to do. No, indeed, the prudent thing to do is to tolerate both her and that blasted ebony-skinned mentor of his.
Oh, you're a racist.
He is the old-timey sort.
Yeah, he does look like Colonel Sanders a bit.
He must be on, like, the upper side of Manhattan somewhere.
No, we're still on the Brooklyn Queens side, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If you ask me, it all went downhill when you women folk got voting rights.
Oh, you're a sexist,
Made you
too.
believe you're on the same level as us men. What a ridiculous notion that was.
What is this, red?
Maybe it's because we're hungry. Maybe that's just sort of like we're just being desperate. No. Yes.
Finished with your disgusting rant?
Oh, fledgling, you have no idea who you're messing with.
He looks at you with rage in his eyes, and you feel insignificant and vulnerable. An irrational fear takes over you. This is the same power that lady on the pier was using against me to make me feel small.
Ah.
You cannot speak up against this man again. You just can't. He's too terrifying. It's like presence or something.
Now that I have your full attention, I'll request something from you, and you will obey me to the letter. that comes later. First, you will answer a few questions. The first of which is, who pointed you to Mia?
Nobody. It was my idea.
Oh, really? And what was your intention behind the meeting?
I wanted to contact Torque. I had to go through Mia.
Ah, yes. The so-called veteran loves to use petite girls to hide behind, I heard. That would check out. What did you end up discussing?
I just wanted to learn about the Anarchs, so I asked her about the movement.
Oh, child. You should have come to me then. I am the Anarch movement in New York City, and no one makes a secret of it. You bet on the wrong horse, as I'm sure you'll soon learn. See, that wasn't hard now, was it? Of course, I can't be sure how much you told me was true and how much of it is worth about as much as yesternight's horse shit. But I'll find out. I always do. And when I do, we'll have another one of these nice talks, and maybe, just maybe, you'll avoid this upcoming unpleasant episode next time.
Oh, is he gonna kick my ass again?
It'd be kind of cool to see him do something actiony.
No, it's Vince.
Oh.
He gives Vince a sign and the burly man starts hitting you all over. You feel teeth, ribs, and fingers break. Your foot is mangled under Vince's boot. Your shoulder dislocated. Your nose wrecked.
That's enough, Vincent. Leave them be.
He snaps his fingers in front of your face a few times and checks if you can focus on his face. You can, but barely.
I am a man of principle. Another night, I would have put you in a casket, dipped it in concrete, and dumped you in the Hudson. A favorite of mine during the roaring 20s. It's been a while. But, like I mentioned before, I am nothing if not prudent. And so the interests of this city's kindred must become before my own needs and wants, and I will therefore let you continue your existence. Here's what I require in return for this boon. You are forbidden to meet Torque. I will keep an eye on you and him. If you want a place with the Anarchs, you go through me and only me. Got it? You have to understand, what I made my associates do to you tonight was just business. We can still work out a mutually beneficial relationship. In fact, it's either that or your final death. Time to go, Vincent. Take the boat back. Leave the fledgling here. I think they have a lot to think about. Sure thing, boss. Pleasure making your acquaintance.
Callahan walks away, as do Vince and his band of thugs. You lie on the ground for a while longer, feeling the blood slowly putting your body back together, your hunger growing. You can hear the beast calling for sustenance, for safety, for revenge, a distant but pronounced third desire. It's not until you mend yourself enough to appear more as a mugging victim than an impossibly mangled walking cadaver that you hail a passing taxi and head back to your haven. Passing taxi. And head back to your haven.
Your haven?
Head
back to your haven back.
You give the driver your address and pass out. The darkness greets you. Some time passes, you think.
Eat the driver.
You feel somebody shaking you. You open your eyes. It's the driver. You think he's asking if you're all right. His words change to a muffled shout. He goes silent. You think he tastes great. As great as a tired, caffeine-pumped taxi driver with high cholesterol can taste. Warm blood pours down your throat and flows into your limbs, mending them. Growing cold, but still you do not have control. You are still observing, not acting. Your body is not yours. The beast is in charge.
I wonder if this will happen anyway, or if this is just because you're hungry.
No.
Maybe it's because you got mangled.
I think it's because I got mangled, and I think being hungry was, coincidental. I was hoping I could, kill two birds with one stone, but...
Well, instead you killed a taxi driver.
That's enough. No, it's not! I said, that's enough. It will never be enough. Enough! You break away from the man. He's dazed but conscious. He groggily says something about feeling tired. You leave the money on the driver's seat and let him rest in the back. The 4 familiar walls of your haven are a blessing. The beast inside you keeps nagging, but you have reined it in tonight. Not a small feat, given your state.
Looks like you're still hungry.
Yeah. Well, I think I was double hungry, and now I'm back to regular hungry. You are still weak. You are still not quite mended. You need to rest. Tomorrow you will have to feed again. Tomorrow you will have to consider your next move.
So now why do we have to see Torque again?
Sophie wanted us to deliver a message or something.
Oh. Maybe we should actually just talk to Sophie about this.
Yeah.
It's like, Sophie, what do I do?
Callahan is not the kind of man who quits, but tonight you rest. Rest. Waking up tonight feels different for 2 reasons. For one, you're pleasantly surprised that your body mended reasonably well while you were resting. It comes with a caveat, though. The hunger you feel is pronounced. The beast, like a black dog on the edge of your vision, following you. But what is truly remarkable is waking up to the tune of an old cell phone ringtone. An unknown number is calling the phone you got from Mia. Pick it up. Kept that old thing charging after all, huh? You alright? No, actually, I feel like shit. Look, that's too bad, but I don't really care. I was just being polite. I'm calling with good news. Torque has agreed to meet you. There's a pub in the Bronx. Solids and Stripes. Be there tonight. 2 things. No drinking on the premises, so if you want to grab a snack, do it before setting foot in the borough. And this is an exceedingly no powers meeting. We'll be rubbing shoulders with the commoners the whole evening. And also, we don't trust you, so keep it casual, or you'll blow it. Anything you'd like to add?
I'm
just gonna tell the truth. Yeah. I met Callahan yesterday. He kicked my ass and forbid me from meeting Torque. I'm not sure I should be there tonight. Silence on the line. Fuck. More silence. I can't promise you any protection on your way there or back, but at the pub, you'll be in Torque's domain. For all his posturing, Callahan doesn't have the balls to strike Torque directly. We'll post additional lookouts on watch. That's the best I can do. If Callahan got under your skin, I get it. I was in that spot once or twice, too. All I gotta say is, the risk is worth it. If you don't show tonight, I won't blame you. But it's a one-time offer only. Gotta hedge your bets. Just don't do anything stupid. Meet with us tonight. You better be in good faith. She ends the call. First things first, you take the subway to York Street Station, walk to Front Street, retrieve your car, and weigh your options while driving back to your haven.
How many tickets are on it?
I want to eat first.
Oh, yeah. We gotta stop for some
Yeah.
grub.
Drive around before going to the meal?
No, it's probably clear your head or something.
Okay.
Nah, yum.
You've been doing this for a good few nights. You're getting the feel for it. You're learning what kind of predator you are and what kinds of blood you crave. You're so caught up in yesterday's problems and this cloak and dagger debacle you're now part of that the hunt feels almost automatic and casual tonight. A fragment of you surrenders control. Just minutes after you find your victim, coax them and drink from them, you find you've forgotten their face and how they were dressed. It only hits you once you look at yourself in your car's rearview mirror. This was wrong. You can't let this become the norm. You hurt somebody. A human being. You're a monster.
Oh, yeah. Duh.
You need to stay mindful of this. You're a monster, but unless you let yourself off the hook, you can hold on to your humanity and not let yourself slide down this spiral.
One of those self-hating vampires.
Guess so. I thought Drinking from people didn't really actually hurt them, though.
Yeah, I mean, this is the person who accosted a taxi driver.
Instead of clearing your mind, this clouded it further. You're still no closer to a decision.
Yes, we are. We're gonna go see Torque.
Should I drive around and clear my head? I'm just gonna go to a meeting.
Yeah.
Dangerous or not, you have to make the trip to the Bronx to meet Torque. No detours, best just get it over with. You take some basic precautions as you enter Torque's turf. You park a few streets over from where the pub is and walk toward it while keeping your eye out for anyone suspicious. That kindred, for the most part, look no different than regular people, makes things complicated, of course. If you're being followed or watched, it's going to be hard to tell. I feel it's kind of silly that kindred look the same as normal people. Like, you should be able to tell a vampire when you see it.
Well, it's a masquerade. That's the whole point.
Yeah, but like, I feel like we should have an instinct that knows our own.
Maybe. Oh, just look for the glowing orange eyes. That seems to be a tell.
Or silver eyes sometimes. You reach the pub, shoot a final glance around. There's nobody suspicious around as far as you can see, and open the door. The smell of cigarettes is overwhelming. The whole place has an aura about it, a constant fog hanging right under the ceiling. The lethargic fans do nothing to disperse it. Okay, that's highly illegal in New York City for anyone to be smoking indoors.
Well, what year was this?
This was like 2 years ago.
Oh.
Highly illegal. Do the Polish people who made this game not know that? Or is this supposed to be like
maybe there's
speakeasy for cigarettes?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, we don't care. Stick it to the man.
I guess so.
Though for the amount of real estate money they're paying for this, you think they want to hold on to their license.
The constant crack of billiard balls and clinking of glasses tells you all you need to know about the clientele. Not a very vampiric place at all, because vampires are super classy.
They do have a pretty, a very classy taste in movies up there. I figured they'd be watching the game, and instead they're watching like a Humphrey Bogart movie.
Love it. You're wondering if you got the address right. You apparently did. Mia's here. She motions you over to one of the few tables around. Took your sweet time to get here. What, you got cold feet? Never mind. Anyone follow you? Yeah. Weren't you supposed to place lookouts to verify that? We did. I got word of you coming a few minutes ago. I'm just checking if you paid attention. Before I introduce you, there's some outstanding business to discuss. I appreciate the help with getting that name out of Bruce. It's going to be a tough nut to crack, his master. She's one of the lawmen. Times were they'd sooner align with us than the cam. Anyway, this isn't the night for a history lesson. For once. Torque's been waiting for you. He's been impressed by your work so far. Here's a chance to shine. Don't blow it. You walk toward one of the tables. A guy in a coat and hat leans over to take a shot. He's way ahead of his opponent. The table is clear of his balls, save for the 8 ball in a tricky position. Hey, they're here.
Be with you in just a moment.
Oh, that must be Torque, because the other guy was racist against black people. And Torque is black.
I see, I see.
The hit is fast, precise, and sends the black ball exactly where its player wanted it. His opponent lets out a frustrated sigh.
That's it. I believe that's the 150 American dollars, Joey. You want to pay up now or up the stakes again?
The disgruntled man accepts his defeat and pays up, then declares he's going to grab another beer.
To the victor go the spoils. Thank you kindly.
He turns his full attention to you. The man is good-looking, is somewhat gaunt and intense. His eyes especially seem to pierce right through to your core, but not in an unpleasant way. Oh, do I have a crush on Torque?
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I mean, Torque sounds pretty
First
sexy
sight,
at this point,
yeah,
right?
Look at that. Name's Torque. I believe you're Gwen, Sophie Langley's new plaything. Is that right?
I wasn't supposed to mention Sophie at all, and he already knows.
Well, hey, you did your job. You didn't say a thing. How does everyone already know?
Hey, I don't mind being her plaything. I'm cool with that. You Anarchs too? How does everybody always know that?
Word travels fast when you care to listen, fledgling. We wouldn't be talking tonight if I hadn't learned that a long time ago. Forgive my being real with you right off the bat, but I like to know who it is I'm dealing with, so there's something I've been scratching my head about. If you're with Langley, and Langley's Cam through and through, I'm told, what is it you've come to accomplish here tonight?
How was I supposed to tell Sophie?
Huh?
I forget what Sophie instructed me to do now.
I think she did want you to set up a meeting or something. But I'm not sure if we should go right for that. Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Sophie Langley wants to meet with you. Don't ask why. She didn't tell me. She just said it has something to do with gathering allies against Boss Callahan. I'm here to arrange that meeting. Fuck! I knew nothing about this tea. They lied to me! Mia's furious. She's looking at the pool cue and at you as if she was figuring out the best combination for the two.
It's fine. I appreciate the honesty, even if you weren't straight with my second in command. That I don't appreciate. Well, ain't that an interesting proposition?
You can't be seriously thinking about meeting with Langley. She's hardline, Cam. It's a trap. Must be.
It just might be. It just might.
He looks at you, pierces you with his unnaturally keen eyes. He's about to say something when a door opens at the back of the room.
Hey, Doc, you got a guest. They're in the back. Yeah, won't you be a dear and keep our new friend company? I'll go see what the commotion is.
Sure. Fine. Torque tips his hat to you and walks to the back, joining with the man who called for him.
Milady.
Mia glowers at you, this time weighing one of the pool balls in her hand. She looks like she has half a mind to chuck it at your face. You gotta be quite happy with yourself, bluffing your way in here.
Ooh, not just, okay.
I don't really want to join the Anarchs.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I wish I did this differently, but it is what it is. I'm not proud of myself. You shouldn't be. You made me look like a chump in front of Torque. Here I was begging to think you might make a good addition to our little family. It's a whole lot of trust you'll have to gain for that to happen now. I don't really want to be part of her family, though.
No, you're Cam.
Torque appears from a door at the back and calls across the room.
Yo, Mia, can I grab you for a second? Gwen, get over here too.
Go to the back room. It's basically a storage area with a single wooden desk. It's pretty cramped, especially considering there's 5 other people in there with you. Torque ushers you in and closes the door behind you and Mia. 2 burly dudes are holding somebody down. A familiar voice reaches your ears.
Motherfuckers, you're gonna pay for this, you hear me? Boss is gonna fuck you up so bad you have no idea. Have you had the doubtful pleasure of meeting Mr. Cerruti before, Gwen?
You could say that.
You're fucked. You're so fucked you don't even know it, you stupid piece of shit. I should have ended you yesterday. Boss told you to stay away. You should have listened. That's a story and a half, isn't it? Vince, calm down and tell me how many of your guys are still out there on my turf, Go fuck yourself. You're done. The boss will know this stupid piece of shit fledgling came here. He knows that with Langley. You know what that means, Torque. No, I don't. What does it mean, Vince? Now the boss can wipe you out. He'll say you're just sucking Langley's tits and all those buddies of yours gone. You're done, Torque. Well now, if that's the case, I guess ridding NYC of your toady ass won't make things any worse, will it? Actually, there's an idea.
Ooh, do we get to kill him?
Yes. Vince mentioned that he beat you up yesterday. Did I hear that right, Gwen? You want to repay the favor?
Gladly.
Go right ahead.
Oh, but they said I can't use my powers here?
Well, I mean, you seem to have Torque's okay, and it's his place. Oh, do you want to kill him?
Well, we have to kill him, otherwise he's gonna go back, right? He's gonna blow my cover.
Yeah, I guess the whole point is to, I know, but man, just hurting him a lot would be so really nice.
Will I get arrested for killing him? No, he's an Anarch, right?
Yeah, he's just on like a different faction of the Anarchs. Well, maybe it just means you're going to hurt him a lot before you kill him. Make him suffer before he dies? Because staking him does sound a little bit too merciful.
Is staking him against the law is what I'm worried about. Am I going to get arrested and killed for staking him?
I mean, how else are you supposed to kill a vampire? That's your job.
Okay.
I mean, right.
You notice an old pool cue in the room. May I?
Knock yourself out, kid.
You break it over your knee. Fuck, you always wanted to do that. And approach Callahan's thug with a sharp piece in your hand.
Don't you fucking do it, fledgling. Don't.
You slam the improvised stake into his chest, hit the heart the first try. Vince's features grow slack, his entire body inert. He doesn't even give out a yelp.
That's it?
He's all yours.
Take him downstairs. Let's keep Callahan guessing about what happened to his favorite puppy. I'll figure out what to do with that cum guzzler later.
Is he calling him gay?
Is
guess.
this
like a homophobic thing?
Oh, dear.
Oh, and I thought you were cool, Torque. I thought you were one of the cool ones.
Even vampires are flawed.
So wait, did I not kill him?
No, you did kill him, then...
Well, he's saying he'll figure out what to do with him later.
With Callahan.
Oh, I thought he was talking about what to do with this guy later.
No.
But why would he have to take him downstairs if I stake him? I thought it was like in Bloodlines where they just kind of poof into ash and disappear.
I don't know. I'm not sure if that's canon. It might just be like a game mechanic because they don't have the resources in the game to keep bodies around, you know? He's desperate.
I wonder. Maybe I staked him like temporary immobilized but didn't stake him to death.
Well, I mean, in that case, you didn't do your job. You were supposed to kill him.
No, I was supposed to keep him from ratting me out. If he's locked in the basement, I'll be fine, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Whatever.
The other two Anarchs who held Vince down before take him out of the room.
As entertaining as that was, I think Vince, in his unmatched wisdom, shared more than Callahan would hope for. This changes things. You ever hear about Operation Lights Out, Gwen? It was a second Inquisition effort here in NYC, a single night of raids at a magnitude never seen before or since.
I have heard about it.
That's right. Yeah, we have, attention.
Yes.
The Ivory Tower got away with just a few losses here and there. No major players were hit. They managed to find safe spots and stay out of the eye of the shitstorm. Us, though, we got hit hard all over town. Havens were rooted out, entire coteries and safe houses gone just like that. Nobody saw it coming. I barely got out in one piece.
Mia looks at him with concern and puts a hand on his arm. He shrugs it off, gently but surely. Don't give me your pity, woman.
Others, like my child, Bar, or Mia's sire, extinguished. But you know who got out without a scratch? Callahan. We've thought about it for the past few years. How is it that Big B managed to excuse himself from the Staten Island Museum where we used to meet, just before vans full of guys in body armor show up? How is it that my baby is burning up after being shot with incendiary rounds, and I also see Doug Callahan running with his tail between his legs, pushing fledglings like you in the path of the SI? We think the bastard knew what was coming, and he set us up. Not just us. Some of our brothers and sisters who got hit had some of the lowest profiles in this city's lick population. The moral of the story: Callahan is an opportunistic motherfucker, and even if his thickest followers suggest he is going to sell me out, and that's what he's going to do as sure as the sun rises.
He pauses for a moment. You see him reach a decision.
You said something about Langley having an offer for me. It might be your fault in part that I'm at this juncture, but now it's going to be as good a time as any to listen to what she has to say.
I don't think that's wise, T.
Well, what would you have me do then?
You said it yourself. It's all this fledgling's fault. They brought this on us, so let's use them as a bargaining chip. Callahan wants them. Langley needs them. They're valuable.
What the fuck, man?
No, you're wrong. I'm just a pawn. That's why Sophie sent me here. Plausible deniability and all that. I'm expendable. The realization that you just summarized the entirety of the last 2 weeks or so hits you hard. But if there was a moment to be honest with yourself, it's now. Fuck. The man puts his hand on Mia's shoulder. She calms down a bit.
We're afraid, Gwen. But then what else is new? It's a paradox being who we are. The hunter one night, the hunted another. Masters of the night, slaves till dawn, the duality to everything. Mia, I understand your concern, but I need you to trust me like you did before. This is my call and my responsibility. You can give me shit about it later, like I'm sure you will.
Count on it. He smiles and takes a no bullshit look and points at you.
3 conditions.
3 conditions.
First, you come pick me up, personally, and bring me to the meeting spot. Anything goes sideways, it's your ass. Second, Mia's coming with me. No 2 ways about it. 8 eyeballs in the meeting. The 2 of you, the 2 of us, nobody else. The third, the meeting is in public. Downtown, some spot frequented by mortals. We see you take us anywhere fishy. We check out and fuck you up as a message to Langley. I count on it not coming to that, though. You seem likable enough. The cam hasn't gotten its talons in you yet. Keep it up and maybe you'll come to the same conclusion we did in your own time.
I'll make sure to repeat your conditions to Sophie.
You do that. Best be on your way. Ask for me here when you need me. The bartender knows how to get in touch. Just ask him to put the owner on the line.
Mia walks you to the door and accompanies you to your car. Oh, how nice of her to bodyguard me all the way to my car.
I'll throw you into smash your face on the hood.
Listen, about what I said before.
I meant every word of it.
Yeah, what about it? I panicked. That's all it was. It was unfair what I said. If anything, it's my fault. I'm angry with myself. And it makes me angry with you. Forget it. See ya. She starts walking back to the bar as you start the engine and head back to Sophie's apartment. Time to give Sophie the good news. She welcomes you as openly as ever, clearly excited to see you and for what news you might bring. Good evening, Gwen. How is your task going? You have something for me, perhaps?
Might as well give her a warning about Callahan, yeah.
I did what you asked. The meeting is set up. I suggest we take advantage of it quickly, though. There's going to be trouble. Trouble? What trouble? Boss Callahan's goons grabbed me yesterday and forced me to meet with him. He was very clear that I cannot be seen talking to Torque or he'll have me killed. I went and did it anyway. I appreciate your dedication. I really do. I'm sorry if you got hurt. Thank you for following through. Well, let's hear it. What did Torque agree to? Relay the Anarch leader's condition. You are to pick him and Mia up. The meeting should only include the 4 of you, and it should be held in a public space. Those are all fair enough. Although I do worry about that Mia character. Tell me, do you think she's trustworthy?
Well, she's certainly loyal, rather.
Yeah, she apologized, so I'm not going to say she tried to sell me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't actually do that.
Yeah. I would say just...
I met some Anarchs over the past few nights, and she was one of the more agreeable ones. She's fine, I guess. I see. Very well. As for the place, I wonder if they would agree to meet in Hudson Yards. The vessel. Plenty of tourists visit that place. But if we go there after midnight... She seems to have made up her mind. Yes. Bring them there tomorrow night. Look for me near the top level.
Well, they said downtown, so...
Yeah, exactly. What's so important that you can't just send him a letter or something? You'll be there to find out. Pick them up at midnight. Then drive them back to Midtown. That's the plan. I'll be waiting as long as it takes, within reason. I'm counting on you, Gwen. The final puzzle piece is about to find its way to its destination. After that, we'll all get our just reward. You, me, the Camarilla, even the Anarchs. I could kiss you. Yes, you'd like that. You desire it. I knew I had a crush on her.
You keep those mind powers out of me.
She must have caught it in your expression. She smiles. A figure of speech, darling. Or at least it is tonight. But a few nights from now, who knows? I am growing fond of you. And success whets my appetite for these kind of things. The sexual tension in the room becomes unbearable until it suddenly disappears. Was this another one of Sophie's tricks? Or an actual spark of arousal in both your undead bodies? You certainly felt the blood flow through you for a short moment. The warmth in your groin takes you by surprise. You didn't think you could do that anymore. Or did you just imagine it? Wait, didn't the Malkavian girl tell me we could still have sex?
I think so,
Yeah.
Maybe this wasn't, like, enjoyable or something.
No, she said we could still, like, cry and have sex and, like, do things involving moisture. Use the rest of your night well, Gwen, and rest. Because she's gonna raw me tomorrow. We're all but a day's sleep away from shaking the city awake. Whew. All right.
That was an eventful chapter.
I have half a night left. And I think what I want to do next, since these are our only 3 options, is go to the Tremere guy. But since the Tremere guy is going to be like our first mission with him, I'm assuming it's going to be a long one like the Malkavian's first mission was. And I do really want to check him out, but because it's going to be a long mission, I think we should save that for next time.
Yeah, it sounds like we're kind of winding down towards the climax.
Yeah, we're coming up on about an hour.
Are we sure we're not going to go see that police private investigator guy?
I've been told it's a very boring mission, and it's pointless.
Well.
I mean, okay. This is up to you. This is why this is an interactive video where you get to give me input via your comments on my channel. Like, subscription, comment, talk, words.
You're good at this.
So,
don't you know what a call to action is?
Should I go see the Tremere, like I've been previously advised, or should I go see this reporter guy? I don't think I should go see Hope again because we can't bring her into our coterie, so there's no point in, like, continuing the mission.
Oh yeah, I wonder like how all the coteries you've made so far are gonna like wind into the ending.
Yeah, do we like have a like boss battle where I get them as my like sidekicks?
Yeah, it's like those are the 2 like, you know, NPC fighters at your side.
I wonder.
In which case, yeah, you sure picked a really good one with the Nosferatu. He looks like a brawler.
Hey, I like him.
Okay.
He's scrappy.
He'll just like narrate everything he's doing.
Yeah, exactly. We'll never forget what happens. All right, so that's my question. Should I follow what I think I want to do and go visit the Tremere just to get a taste of him? Or should I go back to Hope and do like Hope number 2, even though it's not going to go anywhere? Or are we both wrong and we should go see the reporter guy and actually do that thing, even though I've been told previously that is not very interesting? That's my question. Please leave your answer in the comments, and whoever says the most in the most interesting way is going to get... I'll do what you told me to do, basically. I'm not going to be like, no, I'll do what you told me to do.
Oh, okay. Wow, you have full control.
Yeah, you do. YouTube doesn't allow polls anymore, so I can't do a poll.
Really?
No, polls are gone.
That was the only good thing about the card system.
You're going to have to leave comments and increase the engagement hashtag on my video.
I'm really surprised that they got rid of the only good thing about the card system since annotations went away.
It's because polls don't increase the algorithm in any way.
I know, but it's still like a really great way to interact with people.
No, they want them to leave comments because that actually increases the algorithm.
I know, but polls are fun.
We can do an emoji poll. If you want me to go to the Tremere, leave me like a fire emoji. If you want me to go to the reporter, leave me a sunglasses emoji. And if you want me to go to Hope, leave me like a computer emoji. There you go.
Okay.
Then you got a poll.
Got it.
Yeah.
Poll achieved.
I don't think there's anything new in vampire news this week. Other than that, Bloodlines 2 is even less likely to happen. Like,
within our lifetimes.
It's not going to happen. It's dead in the water.
Oh, I did notice that Vampire game was on sale on Steam. I missed the sale. It was on sale for like $7. I almost got it.
No, when Vampire came out, I was excited about it. I was like, we can live stream that. We can do that. And then everyone I heard about it was like, it's actually kind of boring. You probably won't really like it based on what you like in games. People still ask me once in a while if I'll do it, but...
Well, maybe next time it goes on super sale. Why not?
But I don't want to make a boring video series for you guys either. If there's a different vampire game that's fun, besides the other Shadows of New York, of course.
Well, we still got that old Dracula game over there. I'm very curious about.
Yeah, the one that made me motion sick.
Yeah, just from the one from late '90s, early 2000s.
I almost threw up playing that because it's just you're watching. It's just first person.
Okay. Well, if you want, I'll do the playing and you do the narrative.
Very low constitution.
Yeah. You rolled low on constitution.
I sure did. But otherwise, in vampire news, I don't think there's much going on. There's a new Netflix show about vampires coming out. Or maybe it's a Netflix movie. Something. Anyway.
I could have sworn I read something about Castlevania.
No, it's there's this plane got hijacked, but the hijackers didn't know about the vampire on the plane.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Spreading that premise real thin.
Yep. No, it looks like fun. I'm excited. I forget what it's called. Look it up. You'll find it.
Thank you for being the font of all things vampire.
Hey, I didn't make notes.
Google
Remember I used to make notes for these streams? Would have pages of notes.
Oh, that's right.
I don't have those. Yeah, we don't do notes anymore.
There's sheaves of them.
Exactly. Another news, I am going on vacation. So if you're part of my Discord channel or part of my Patreon page, I say vacation. I'm going on a trip. This trip, I will be in the middle of nowhere with no Wi-Fi or cell signal, so you will not hear from me 2 weeks. By the time this video becomes public on YouTube,
I will be gone.
I'll be back.
Oh.
So I'll have survived.
This is way more dramatic my way.
But no, I told our child that I was going on this trip, and he was like, but you're going to the desert? You'll die. I'm like,
wow, our son sounds a lot like Sophie.
Thank you, holy oracle child that predicted my doom.
No, he does that a lot.
He thinks I'll die because there's no water in the desert and you can't survive without water. He does not know that I will be bringing water with me.
Yeah, and you'll literally be on the river, so.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. So, if I don't come back, assume a bear ate me or I fell off a cliff or something. And then Paul will have to continue the series alone.
Oh, goody. That would be wonderful.
Would you do that if I died?
After a couple of months of grieving, maybe. Sure. Not exactly high on my priority list.
The people need to find out how the game ends.
Yeah, you sure do. So, let me kind of adjust to sort of being a mournful, depressed single dad, and then we'll talk about continuing Coteries at some point. Well, now I'm really bummed out. I'm going to bed.
Love you.
Good night. Don't die.